Proclamation by the Principal Chief of the Muscogee Creek Nation. Whereas the Muscogee Creek Nation represents over 86,162 Muscogee citizens throughout the United States of America, and whereas the Muscogee Creek Nation, which is the former Creek Confederacy from the southeastern part of the United States, was composed of 44 smaller tribal towns, and this area is located in the northern portion of the Trail of Tears, where our ancestors walked with the Cherokee.
We started that 15 years ago. We've agreed on that 15 years ago, and it was a vision of a little man at the church there. That's at Cook's United Methodist Church, and he was from Oklahoma, but he was non-Indian. And he said, "When I keep seeing this Trail of Tears sign, I want us to do something about it. I want our church to do something about it."
And whereas between the years 1827 and 1838, the Muscogee Creek Nation and all of its members were voluntarily or forcibly removed from the southeastern area of the United States and relocated to Indian Territory, along with other historically southeastern tribes, on what historians refer to as the infamous Trail of Tears.
A lot of times we don't have government-to-government recognition about our trail here in Tennessee. And by our chief giving this proclamation to us, it affirms the record that we already know that the Creeks were rounded up from Chattanooga. They were held at Blythe's Ferry Landing in Dayton, Tennessee, and then they walked with the Cherokees on the northern part of the trail.
And whereas all of the Trail of Tears routes hold cultural and religious significance to the Muscogee Creek Nation and serve as a constant focal point for the hardships and loss of life resulting from the implementation of the Indian Removal Act. And whereas the Commemorative Walk recognizes the hardships suffered by the 5 civilized tribes who were removed from the Southeast, the Cherokee, the Muscogee Creek, the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, and the Seminole.
My name is Augusta Smith. I'm the director of the Native American Link. We have the Ministry of the Native Praise Choir. I myself am Muscogee Creek citizen, also with a little bit of Seminole blood in me. And we were invited to come and be a part of the commemoration for the Trail of Tears in the northern area. And it's been just a kind of a heart-wrenching experience, I guess, if you could say that, because it brings back the thoughts of what our people endured in being on the trail and recognizing more than anything that we're the remnants of the sufferings that they went through.
And whereas every year in the month of September, a commemorative Trail of Tears walk and memorial is held in Wilson and Cannon County, Tennessee. And whereas the memorial brings remembrance of those who walked and those who died along the Trail of Tears across our country, and whereas the walk is just one step in healing and reconciliation of the tragic past.
Where we walked and where we cried. And it says here, we remember the survivors who walked, who cried, and who witnessed the hardships of the removal. I want to ask Reverend Samuel if he'll say a prayer.
Be it resolved that I, James R. Floyd, Principal Chief of the Muscogee Creek Nation, hereby proclaim September 15th and 16th, 2018 as commemorative walk of the Trail of Tears for the Muscogee Creek Nation. Furthermore, I urge all citizens to remember as we pay homage of our historical walk of the Trail of Tears. In witness thereof, I have hereto set my hand on the seal of this 11th day of September 2018.
Muscogee